that, let's get into it. So I've got the game over here in the corner. Puka Nacua is active for week number 9. I'm going to go through some of the news real quick, then we'll go to super chats and questions. Matthew Stafford inactive for week number 9. That means we're going to have probably a little bit lesser Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua afternoon, but you can't really sit these guys. This one right here, KJ Osborne active. Let's see here. Drake London inactive, Justin Fields inactive. Those are all expected, right? Michael Wilson Jr. is declared inactive, right? Inactive? Yeah, inactive. So Michael Wilson, get him out of your lineup. Sean Tucker, okay. Let me see if there's anything else. Curtis Samuel inactive. Again, Stafford will not start. So I don't know that Brett would be a good start. But Waddle got injured in this game, by the way. Waddle knee returned to the Dolphins week number 9 contest, but Waddle did get injured in this game. We got Michael Wilson, like I said. Michael Wilson not expected to play. He was actually inactive. So we're caught up at that point. But those are some of the pieces of news that I wanted to get to you before we kicked off here. So let's hit these super chats real quickly. Let's go. Garrett with the super. Mike Thomas and Dotson with no Samuel. Don't be biased. Mike Thomas with Dotson. Okay. I guess, bro. Mike Thomas or Dotson. I'm going to go Dotson. There's no bias there. Dotson had a huge game. Mike Thomas is pedestrian at best, bro. Flex 1 PPR. Henderson, JSN, Sharps, Dobbs. Probably going to go Hendy for safety. JSN if you want high risk, high reward type of play. But, it depends what you need there. Space Ricky, Jaron Hall. I'm probably going Jaron Hall here, but there's got to, like, Taysom Hill. Space Ricky, make sure Taysom Hill isn't available. He's QB eligible. You know what I'm saying? So I go Taysom Hill personally, if that's me. If he's out there. There's other options like O'Connell, I would think. Downs or Hawkinson. You're the best. No, you're the best, Andre. I would say probably give me... Downs is banged up, so you got to probably go Hawkinson just in case, that one goes awry on you. Garrett with another one, Tank Dell or Henderson for the flex. I'm going to go probably Hendo, but that could go either way. I think they lean on the run, so that makes some sense, with Stafford out and everything, but it could go either way. Puka, Devonta Smith, JT pick 2. Probably going to roll... I guess this is where I would put Puka maybe on the bench and say, give me JT and Devonta Smith, but that's risky. I mean, Devonta Smith's got the tough matchup. Puka's just got no Stafford. That formula's not there, so it's kind of tough to say that's a good play for you, But in that situation, you got 3 really good players. I would never sit Puka unless the scenario was similar to that. Let's see here. Let me see if I got any other questions here. What's up, my people? Hit that like button on your way in the door. We've got about 118 people filing in, 28 thumbs up, so punch that thumb up button. Pacheco running up the gut right now. 21-14. KC up on the Dolphins. 14-15 left in the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter just started, and the Dolphins are down by 7 points. So it at least is a nice hard-fought battle at this point, whereas before it was like it was just a lambasting by the Chiefs. But it wasn't like there was a ton of fantasy production outside of Mahomes going on, though. McKinnon is playing fairly well, given he's got the touchdown, 22 yards receiving and a touchdown, but not the biggest game. And Kelsey's got 2 catches for 7 yards. Pacheco's got 57 yards on the ground, but no touchdowns, and his receiving work has been non-existent. So Rashee Rice is the 2 catches for 17 yards and a touchdown. Pacheco ripping off a first down, shoulder pad coming out of his jersey there. Fantastic run by Pacheco. Tyreek Hill, 6 for 46. Nothing else. Jeff Wilson, 3 for 32. Raheem Mostert, 6 rushes for 27 yards and a touchdown. And Tua Tagovailoa, 163 and a touch, no INTs. So kind of like, what we expect out of a London game or a Germany game or wherever the hell they're going to throw these players into, which is just, you know what? You could say this is like, I don't know. This has got to be a popular take. I would say not a popular take, but it's got to be a popular take. These London games, these Germany games, these wherever we're sending players, not good. Not good for the player. Nobody wants to travel. Who cares? You know, like let's let these players play at their home stadium. This is garbage. It takes away from the game, to be honest with you. Let's send everybody outside of the states, and let's make them travel. Then make them tired for the next week, and it's just a bunch of garbage, if you ask me. To be frank, that's just how I feel, and I'm pretty sure all of you probably agree. The majority of everybody agrees. Prescott, Howell this week. I probably go. I mean, they're both good plays. I probably go Howell by a hair, given the matchup, but I think they're both good plays. 2 running backs in a flex, Moss, Ramondre, Addison, Chuba. I'll probably go Dotson, Ramondre, and Moss, I suppose. But that's really tough. You got a bunch of 50-50 calls on your hands there, broski. So start 2, PPR, Moss, Ford, Hendo, and start 1, Lockett, Addison, or Downs. Give me Addison for safety, and out of the 2, give me Moss and Ford, or you could go Hendo and Moss, but that's a 50-50 call as well. Wait till they have the Super Bowl. Yeah, wait till they just... Hey, let's send the Super Bowl outside. Oh, Mahomes throwing the ball. Oh, my God. That was probably going to be a touchdown, given that... I love how the Dolphin defender, I can't see who that was, is pretending like he didn't screw up on that play. I mean, it was good broken up coverage, I suppose, yeah. But the ball was in the hands. He just dropped the football. Catch the ball, bro. You're a pro NFL wide receiver, my guy. Punting the football is the KC Chiefs, and Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins get a chance to tie this game up if they can march down the field. Get the lead if they want to go for 2. Fair catch at the 11-yard line. Dolphins will get it at the 11. Let's see what happens. James Cook, Singletary, Nico Collins, or Chuba, pick 2. Wow. I don't know, broski. Hey, hang on one second. Nobody go anywhere. We're gonna start doing Q&A in 1 second. Hang tight. Sorry, we got breakfast order. Okay, should I start Howell? I would start Howell over Carr. Yes, I would. TM42, appreciate you. 130 in here, only 39 thumbs up. Hit that thumb up button. Cowboys or Packers, D? Let's put the matchups up. Packers, D. I'd probably go Packers given that Rams situation, bro. But Cowboys are just so hard to sit. I guess give me the Packers today, TM. But thank you for the $2 hauler. Does anybody disagree in the chat? Drop your question. Okay, I got the food order coming in. Appreciate everybody. File on in. Where's my freaking where's my button when I need it? Let's do a speed round Q&A. You know how we roll. Ask your question as fast as you can.
It is time for the speed question and answer segment.
Fast questions only, people. So get in here. Do it live. Your boy's here to answer your questions as fast as he can. I'm going to pull up the Instagram live here, and that way I make sure everything's going smooth. All right, here we go. Speed round Q&A, doing it live. Appreciate you. Here we go. Mr. Frost, Okay, Mr. Frost says Kincaid or Henderson. I'm going to go. Let's make this a 10-minute speed round Q&A. How's that? Try that on for size. 10-minute speed round Q&A. Let's go. Kincaid over Hawkinson. I'm going to go Kincaid, my guy. I'm not sitting my boy. Hubbard, Downs. Probably go Downs, but you have to stay on the news on that. And you almost have to have, make sure you just got to make sure you stay on the news. Because Downs is banged up. Love or Watson. I'm going to go Jordan Love. He's got his boy back. Aaron Jones. Need to start 2. And Aaron Jones is supposed to be on leash according to LaFleur, so we should see a whole bunch more. Need 2 to start Roshan Hubbard and Singletary. Probably Singletary and Hubbard, but I don't love those options. I actually like Singletary a little bit. Singletary, Hendo. I'll probably go Hendo, but it's close. Pop Douglas or Dell. I'll probably go Pop if you need safety. Hubbard over Downs. You got to watch that. If Downs would be the play if we knew he was, starting. Did Smitty play football in his younger days? I did, but not college. With the news that Stafford is out now, does that give Freeman more upside over Ingram, running back for the? Yeah, maybe a tad. Yeah, I would say a tad. Puka or Devonta Smith? I'd probably go Devonta Smith. Henderson, Gabe Davis. I'd probably go Gabe Davis in full PPR. Pitts or Watson at flex. I assume that's Christian Watson. I'm going Christian Watson. Puka, Zay, K9, Dotson. Need one. Bro, you need to make a trade, but K9, you don't sit K9. JSN or Dotson, probably Dotson, but JSN is very, very tempting. Obviously, Stevenson, Henderson. Give me Stevenson by a little bit. Mostert dropping the football on the ground. Way to go, Mostert. Pollard or Mike Evans, I'm starting Pollard. It's bounce back day, Pollard. I dropped Dell 2 weeks ago. I mean, it is what it is. Depends on the size of your league. I dropped Aaron Jones, Higgins. Aaron Jones, Higgins, I'd probably go Aaron Jones. I think it's bounce back game for Aaron Jones, but he's supposed to get on leash in this game. Derrick Henry or Schultz, tight end Houston or Dallas. I'd probably go Dallas. Henry or Schultz, I'd probably go Schultz, I suppose, but it's very, very close. Puka, Dell, Douglas, PPR, probably going Puka, my guy. I'm not sitting Puka in that situation. Let's see. Daniel Jones or Heineke, probably, I guess, Daniel Jones by a hair. I just don't know. I guess Heineke's okay, though. I don't know. That one's tough. Coin toss. Hey, chat, help out. Heineke or Daniel Jones? Nakua, Aaron Jones, or Stevenson? Probably going to go with Puka, Aaron Jones. I'll go Aaron Jones in this one. Give me Aaron Jones. Who's that on the field right now? Who's injured? Okay, Tyreek Hill's walking off. It's not Tyreek Hill. Who's injured right now? It went to commercial. Find someone else to play, says Noah. Dalton, Schultz, or Quentin Johnson. Probably Quentin Johnson, I suppose, but, bro, that's a tough one. Jahan Dotson or Christian Watson. Dotson might be a little safer, to be honest, right now, given the way that Christian Watson hasn't shown up. But I do think Christian Watson, for people that watch the game, they know that he could have had 140 yards and 2 touchdowns. And I don't say that because he dropped the ball constantly or anything. It wasn't all of his fault at all. It was just crazy. It was a crazy game. Nobody trades in my league. Wiz, I believe you in some respects. In other respects, I think that a lot of people say that and they send 3 trade offers out. I believe where no one trades as well, but I always pull off at least 2 trades a year and big ones because you got to throw out tons of offers. And you might think you are, but not to my standard. Kincaid or Andrews? Andrews, but like you need to make a trade, young man. Dotson or Nico, both are very, very solid plays. That's coin toss close. Probably Nico is a tad safer, even though Dotson is the one coming off the big game, but I think Nico's a pretty decent play. I think Dotson's a higher risk, maybe a tad higher reward, but Nico's capable of that 150 and a touch. I lean Nico by a hair. Addison, Myers, or Shaheed start 2. I'd probably start Addison and Shaheed because Jacoby hasn't had a lot of success with O'Connell. I do like O'Connell enough that I think that you can't really draw conclusions about that, but if I'm in a vacuum, that's how I'd choose it. McLaurin, Amari Cooper, I'd probably go Amari, I guess, with Watson in there, but that one's tough. Puka or Gus Edwards. Gus is safer. Puka's higher risk, higher reward. Yeah. And as someone just said, you got to trade if you got Andrews and Kincaid. Puka and Edwards, I like the decision, but that's a tough one every week. Burrow or Love this week. You can't sit Joe Burrow. Come on. What are we doing here? Metcalf or Dotson. I'd probably go Metcalf. Just monitor the news real quick on him. PPR, start 2, Shaheed Cooks, Mingo, or Quentin Johnson. Shaheed's earned it in this question here, and probably Quentin Johnson, personally. Thank you for the super chat. This one right here, pick 2, Ingram, Roshan, Downs. Downs and Ingram, but you got to watch the news on this. That was Jones that got injured. What he hurt? Was it his knee? It looks like maybe a knee. They're helping him off the field. Godwin, Henderson, probably Henderson if I had to pick. Singletary or Gabe Davis, I'd probably go Gabe Davis, but it's very, very close. Very, very close. You'd be better picking Tampa Bay's tight end than playing JSN or Dell? No. I'd rather play JSN, to be honest with you. Trade Adams, Puka or B-Rob. I'm going Puka, assuming that's Brian Robinson that you're asking, not Bijan. If it's Puka and Bijan, I'm probably starting Bijan Robinson. Puka or Godwin, I'm going Puka. Minshew, Carr, Mac Jones, I'll probably go Minshew. Hey, Smitty, PPR, pick one, please. Downs, Dotson, Chuba, Hunt, or Shaheed. Shaheed might be the safest, as we call him, consistently inconsistent. And then, Dotson and Downs are just a coin toss type of thing. I like Dotson a lot. Dotson's coming off a big game. There's no reason to be upset at yourself if you pick Dotson and he drops an absolute dud on you, because he had a huge explosion game in week number 8. So I really, really, really do. Oh, look at this. Look at the Dolphins moving the ball. Waddle. Okay. I would say like Dotson's, like, how do you sit Dotson, I guess, coming off the big game? But Shaheed, same thing. You could say the same thing about Shaheed. I guess I go Dotson. Chat, can we get a vote on that one for Amy, please? Dotson or Shaheed? Can we get a vote on Dotson, Shaheed, please? That would be very, very helpful. Appreciate you. Indy or the Chargers? Let me come back to this one, Carter. Let me come back to this one. I'm going to think on this one. Roshan or Christian Watson? I'm going to go Christian Watson by 100,000 miles. Like, Roshan's not even... Okay, Tyreek Hill running the football for a little bit here. Dolphins are getting creative and moving the football. I like what I'm seeing here. Puka or Downs? I'm going Puka, especially with Downs being banged up. That one's not a tough one at all, honestly. I mean, anything can happen, but Ford or Gabe Davis? Probably say Gabe Davis is safer. Ford is a decent play, though, for sure. I like Ford. He's a sneaky play. Very sneaky play. Shaheed says Shamrock. Shaheed says Abe. Okay, to answer that question for Amy, appreciate you. And then this one here from Joey, Dotson or Watson? Dotson's a little safer, but I'm gonna say that I think Watson has his breakout game here. But I know everybody thinks that I'm crazy believing in him, but I don't know. I think everyone's judging Watson so harshly, and I get why, and he deserves it, to be honest. He does. He deserves to be judged extremely harshly. We're walking into week 9, okay? But I watched the game last week. I know what went down. Downs or Douglas? Pop Douglas right now because he's not injured. That's what I would probably say to you, Hector. Christian Watson, Tank Dell. I'd probably say give me Watson, but that one's close. Roshan injured. Downs is injured. I mean, Downs for now. Smitty, let me know you want me to send you my games today. My bet. Okay, appreciate you, Sick Nasty. Okay, let's see here. Watson sucks, says Wendigo. I hope you put him on your bench today, Wendigo. I hope. Nico, Addison, Shaheed, or who would you start? I'd probably say Nico if I had to pick between these guys, but they're very, very close, bro. That ain't an easy one at all. That ain't an easy one at all. Tyreek first down, that's right, Superfish. Puka or Hendo? I'm going to go Puka, but very, very close. Amari Cooper, Hendo at the flex. I'm going to probably go Amari Cooper. Smitty, Minshew, or Howell? I'd probably go Howell personally. Can't wait to get Achane back. We got a bye week for the Dolphins next week, and then Achane's back, baby. Then Achane's freaking back, baby. Unbelievable. Can't wait. All right, speed round's over. We had a super chat here that I didn't answer yet. This was what, Indy D or Chargers D? I think the Jets are going to do fairly well. Indy D, Chargers D. I'd probably say I guess Indy, but I don't like those options, man. I feel like there's got to be a better option out there for you. You know, there's got to be. I don't know if that's the move. Dotson or Watson. I'm gonna go Watson for high risk, high reward. Dotson for safety. But there's up and down. You know, both these guys are up and down. Flex 0.5. McBride, Roschon, or Quentin Johnson. I'm gonna go probably. I guess McBride, but that's a tough one. Got Mahomes for team. What is this? I got Mahomes. Terry McLaurin. What's with the abbreviations? Double R. How the hell am I supposed to get these abbreviations? Is that Terry McLaurin? A TMCL? Did you injure your MCL? What are we doing here? Terry McLaurin? Mahomes, Terry McLaurin for Gibbs, Downs, T. Law. Mahomes side by quite a bit. Rest is Eckler, K9, Olave. Appreciate you, Double R, for dropping the wad, my friend. Oh man, Tua, watch your head, bro. Every time he gets tackled, man, I just cringe. 4th and 26, 21-14. Jeez, 4 minutes and 22 seconds left. What's up next for your move? I would say I wouldn't have done that move. Mahomes, I wouldn't get rid of Mahomes. I know Mahomes has been like shoddy, and I love Gibbs. You know I love Gibbs, but I probably wouldn't have done that move. Eckler, K9, Olave. I mean, you had and have the running backs. You're fine. You have and had the wide receivers. You're fine. You've got the tight end. I don't care how he's doing right now. You got Kyron. Why in the hell would you trade away Mahomes when you have 3 RBs in Eckler, K9, and Kyron? I just wouldn't have done that move. My next move would be to undo that move. I don't know. I don't know. Double R. I don't like that move at all. I would say maybe you're trading JJ for. I mean, look, you got kickoff going on here. The next move, we're going to have to see who's there to buy low and sell high. You know what I mean? Like, I can't tell you next week. I can tell you right now before the game kicks off. I can say trade JJ right now and go get a wide receiver and a running back combination. Go get Achane and a doubted Olave for JJ. That's what I would do, Double R. Achane is my... And I know you got the RB support. You don't really need it now with Gibbs, but I don't know. And if you got Mahomes, you wrote it in a weird way that seemed like you didn't. If you got Mahomes, that's a smash. I'm going to see if Double R is saying that he got it. He might have got it. Kelsey, trash now. Yeah, Jay Biden, join my league and trade me Travis Kelsey, please. The knee-jerk reactions of some people, I just don't understand it. I just don't get it. Is it time to take a lap? Kyler Murray or Mahomes? I mean, Kyler Murray's out for week number 9, so definitely take a big fat lap. Big fat lap. If you talk about on the season, it's Mahomes by a mile, and you need to take a big fat lap. Either way, you're running today, my broski. Hey, Smitty was offered Olave and Devonta Smith for Metcalf and Ayuk. Do you accept that? If you like winning, I would probably take that trade. I mean, yeah. All of J game. You take the double and you do it live. Thank you for your super chat. That's one hell of a trade. I think people would look to veto that trade, unfortunately, in leagues where there's vetoes. Flex down Shaheed or Dobbs. I mean, Shaheed's probably the safest perps, but that's a tough one for sure. Fields of Dreams, pick 2.5. Watson, Dobbs, Dell, JSN. Probably gonna go. I mean, damn, that's a tough one. What's up, Instagram? I see you, by the way, Instagram. I'm over on YouTube right now. Let me say on YouTube. YouTube link in bio. So I want to make sure you guys know how to find me on Instagram here. Anyway, appreciate you. Pick 2, flex, 0.5 PPR, Watson, Dobbs, Dell, JSN. Give me Watson and probably JSN. But this is a tough one. This is a very, very tough one. JSN's a risky play. He really is. There's no safe play in that lot, though. You know, especially with Downs being banged up and everything. There's no safe play. I mean, JSN is just talent. You know, it's like we're banking on talent over anything else. Stevenson, Henderson, and Moore. Stevenson, Henderson, Moore. Probably Henderson. If that's DJ Moore, I'm going to say Henderson, DJ Moore. I guess until Stevenson bounces back, we do probably start Henderson. But they're going to lean on the run a lot. What's up, brother? 0.5. Need 2. Watson, Puka, DJ Moore. I'm probably going Watson and Puka myself. I don't blame you for putting Watson on the bench and going Puka and DJ Moore, though. Darrell Henderson or Cam Akers. Probably Darrell Henderson. They're going to focus on the run. But trust your gut on that. Those are 50-50 calls, Sean. Those are really, really tough ones. DJ Meat Missile celebrates the 12-month anniversary. So Smitty the GOAT. Appreciate you, DJ Meat Missile, especially using your 12-month anniversary message to just shout out the show and everything. You're an absolute monster. I appreciate you very much. Let me make sure I get the super chat stuff up real quickly. There we go. Patty Mahomes, 3rd and 1, back to pass, scrambling around, throws the ball away, 3rd and 1, Dolphins stop, going to get the football back with about 2 minutes and 36 seconds left, barring any sort of fake situation going on. DJ Meat Missile to the moon, appreciate you. We got a couple more super chats rolling in. This one right here, here is from South Sea. Start 2, 1 flex. Excuse me. Cup, Flowers, Puka, Hawkinson, Kincaid. I'm going to go Cup, Puka, and probably Hawkinson, I suppose. No, give me Kincaid. Cup, Puka, Kincaid, South, but I'm crazy. Is Hawkinson safer? Probably. Dolphins, fair catch about the 25-yard line. Let's see what Tua can do. Drop Foreman to hold Zamir. Gainwell. I don't mind the Zamir thing because if Jacobs goes down, Zamir White to the moon. And Foreman, I don't. Yeah, I'm okay with that one. That one's crafty though. Like, I think a lot of people are behind on the Zamir White. That's definitely a stash. We talked about him the other day on the show. Zamir White's a great grab and stash right now. And do it a couple weeks early, right? If you're looking for a super quiet sleeping giant, Zamir White. Start Douglas or Dotson. I go Dotson, but that's me, that boy. I know a lot of other people would disagree. I go Dotson. Dotson coming off a big game. I think he continues. Chuba or Hendo. I'm going to go Hendo. Pittman, Addison, Myers. Who do I start? I would say Pittman probably. Tua hands the ball off to Mostert. Raheem Mostert gets a big run. Oh, God, that was like a 20-something yard run. 1st and 10. Dolphins are doing it live. 21-14. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. Do they run it down to the 2-minute warning? Looks like they might. Tua's moving the football down the field. This is a good little finish. Start Hunt or Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones for me. I'm not going to say that's crazy because, man, anything can happen. Hendo, Chuba, give me Hendo. Kicking myself for not getting Kyler. Yeah. Brandon, I've only been talking about it for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. He's a savior for anybody that doesn't need a quarterback. Top 6, 7 quarterback potentially. But it is what it is, bro. Adjust and adapt, react, make you do a trade you never would have thought of because you're in this situation right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? Be motivating about it. Yeah, I know I would have if I didn't pick up off waivers, but now this situation, 3 QBs not playing. Sorry, Wheelie. This one right here is from Tyler. Tyler with a super chat. Appreciate you. Crowder with no Samuel. Downs or Myers. I want Downs, bro. But I don't know if he's going to be fully go. I'd say as long as he's a go, I'd starting Downs. Start Deller, JSN. I go JSN personally. Could go to OT, says Birdman. Birdman, appreciate you. Puka, Godwin, DK. I'm going to go probably Puka personally. Addison or Smith. I'm going Devonta Smith. I'm not sitting Devonta Smith. That's just not going to happen. Devonta Smith or Roshan. Come on, Kirkwood. I've taught you better than that. Kirkwood, you haven't taken a lap, I think, ever. Now that I say that, Roshan's going to have a 3-touchdown game. Just so you know, Kirkwood. So get him in your lineup. Whenever I do that, it always backfires. Always backfires on a Sunday morning. Dolphins, Chiefs territory. Mostert, let's go. Let's go. Appreciate you all. Kyler, Fields, Goff, rest of season, Kyler. Easy. I shouldn't say easy. Fields could get there. Fields could get back there. Right now, he's waiting to see, though. Smitty, need one between Dotson, Watson, and Cook. Dalvin Cook? Come on. I'm going to go probably Dotson for safety, Christian Watson for higher risk, higher reward. It's the way we do it. It's the way we roll. Penn State, need a QB, Watson, Minshew, or Howell. I'm going to go Howell. I mean, he was the number one quarterback last week. Not saying that's what you expect, but I'm just trying to tell you he's popping off right now. Birdman says, thanks for the shirt. Thank you, Birdman. Appreciate you. Christian Watson, Moss, or Downs. Give me Christian Watson. I'm still keeping strong. You know, what I saw last week. Mostert ripping off another run. Mostert says, I am Raheem Mostert, and my counterpart's coming back next week. Vino, Puka, Quentin Johnson. Give me Puka. Come on. We're not sitting Puka yet. Puka or Bijan. Probably Bijan. Superfish is cheering out Mostert. Got Mostert all over the place. He's just stiff-arming. He's running hard. This is going to be amazing when Devon Achane's back. When Devon Achane's back, it's going to be glory. Can't wait. 44 yards, 2 rushing attempts in a row for Mostert, says Al Bundy, who scored 4 touchdowns in one game, by the way. I talk about Al Bundy. Okay, that was an underthrow by a massive amount. Almost an interception. Dangerous throw to Mostert from Tua Tagovailoa. Tua, get your head out of your rear end, pal, and do it live. This is a close game coming down to the wire. Uncle Philly, $20 hauler. Uncle Philly, what a freaking monster.
Alert. Super chat alert.
We do a little quicker celebration here on the morning show. Singletary or Downs. I'm gonna probably say Singletary for safety. Downs higher risk, higher reward because he's banged up. But Philly, appreciate you. Singletary's probably safer, just because of the injury. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that I won't regret that if Downs is playing. Like, I want to start Downs. I want you to know that I want to start Downs. If you're willing to roll the dice or you stay on the news, Downs is probably the better play. I like Downs a little more. Trade Watson for Kyler. I have Fields, Love, Levis. Absolutely. Kyler is a top 6 potential quarterback. That is the move to make for sure. Wheel Snipe City in the building, $10 hauler. I prefer to hand out scripts, but I reached to say hello. Appreciate you, Wheel Snipe City, coming in with a 10 watt on the screen. 10 watts get a moonshot because you are a moon man if you're coming in with a $10 hauler. Appreciate you. Heating Up Podcast, Bijan plus Hendy, too much for Achane? No, I don't think so. I think Achane is absolutely a monster. He's a top 5 running back. Do it live. Yo, it's Hassan. Stuck between Hendo and Godwin. Eric, did you change your name? Hendo and Godwin. I'm going Hendo. Hassan, I'm going Hendo. Appreciate your super chat. Downs or Dotson? Downs, I want to start Downs. We don't know fully how healthy he is. So Dotson's probably a bit safer, but there's some risk to Dotson because he's shown up and disappeared and all that. Or he disappeared, then showed up is the better way to, I think, emphasize him. But, like, Dotson's come off a huge game. Like, can you really be mad at yourself if you go Dotson and he fails you after an explosion game? If I knew Downs was 100%, I would say Downs. Rock out with a super chat. Would you drop Roshan Johnson? Would you drop Roshan Johnson or JSN or Ferguson for Mingo and play him this week? No, I'd rather start JSN than Mingo. I could be wrong, and like Mingo could pop off at any moment. To be honest, like I mean, we liked him in the offseason for a reason. He's got a great skill set, but you know, it's not like. Looks like somebody gifted some memberships. Wheel Snipe City dropping 20 gifted memberships, like an absolute. Let's send him to Saturn.
To Saturn.
And this is a unicorn. Wheel Snipe City. You're watching a unicorn in motion.
He is a unicorn.
I mean, City comes in here and just does absolute glorious things in here. Just an absolute monster. Dropping 20 gifted memberships. And he dropped another 5 a minute ago. I didn't even see it.
To the moon.
City doing City things. Tua drops the football. 4th and 10. Unbelievable. KC defense pulls it out. What a debacle. What a debacle. Nice try. Nice try for a comeback there, Miami Dolphins. But what in the hell are you doing? What happened here? I didn't even see what took place, what transpired. Tua Tagovailoa is down, scrambling for the football. Was it a bad snap? Was it the center? Tua's looking right. Did the center just snap it? No, Tua just dropped it. The center snapped it. Tua dropped the football. That was all on Tua. Tua lost the football game. That wasn't the center. That wasn't anything but Tua Tagovailoa fumbling the football game away. I know it was high snap or not, Superfish. That was in his hands. That was in his kung fu grip. He should have grabbed the football. That was on Tua Tagovailoa. Disappointing. Miami Mike has got an expression of disgust on his face. Start Gabe Davis or Flowers. I'm going to go Gabe Davis, but I really do like Flowers this week. Wheel Snipe City dropping a 20 watt on screen.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Why is Miami Mike hugging people at midfield like he won the game? He's all amped up and everything. Yeah, Tua, you should be ashamed of yourself. Don't act like, shake your head and go like this. It's on me. Don't walk around like everything's okay. That pisses me off. If I did that, I'd have my head down. I'd be still sitting on the bench. You know, it's just sulking in disgust of myself. But he's walking around like it's nothing. $20 hauler by Wheel Snipe City dropping a 20 watt. What a freaking monster. Wheel Snipe City, you're an absolute monster. Menace. A unicorn. If I've ever seen one on my show. Ricardo Smitty, $5 hauler. You handsome son of a biscuit. Ford, Stevenson, or Kincaid. Ford's crafty. Kincaid's high risk, high reward. Oscar, I'm going to go to the chat on this one. I'm going to defer to the even more handsome chat and say, chat, please come in and help your boy Smitty, because I need your help here on this one. Ford, Stevenson, Kincaid, who we starting to flex? Bonus question, what do you do before having the best show on YouTube? I mean, I've done this for 20 years, content radio. So I've been doing it for a while. I mean, that's essentially, I mean, web design, stuff like that, little stuff here and there. But as things started picking up over the course of my career, I focused just on this and been doing this pretty much for 20 years. But things are a lot different now that I'm doing YouTube. YouTube for the last 4.5 years, or what are we at now? Things have definitely changed and become a lot bigger, stronger, faster. But your boy has done this for a long time. Appreciate you. Can we get a chat vote on this, please? Ford, Stevenson, Kincaid. Can I get a vote? We got one Ford vote from Stanton. Kincaid. We got a Ramondre vote. We got a JSN or Wandell. I'm going JSN. Ford vote. Looks like Ford is getting a little bit of the vote. Ford going off on Arizona. Lock it in. Ford's getting a little bit of the nod. I like Ford a lot this week. I want to make it abundantly clear. I do like Ford a lot this week. Anybody that's got a Jerome Ford question, I think he's a great play this week. I think he's a fantastic play. It just kind of depends on what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? It just really depends on what you got going on. But Ford is a fantastic play. Superfish says Ford. Jay Wiz says Kincaid. I love Kincaid this week, though. Good God, do I love Kincaid this week. We're rolling with Kincaid. Flex, in a lot of leagues, we're rolling with Kincaid. But Ford is hard to sit. Flex, Tank Dell, or Roshan. I'm going Tank Dell. Roshan has done nothing to earn the start. Not that he can't. Not that we won't be saying something great later. But Roshan is not deserving of it. Fantasy game, bro. Trash fantasy game. That was kind of a disappointing ending. Tua had a chance to really do something. Drop Roshan or Charbonnet for Quentin Johnson. I'm not dropping Charbonnet. I drop Roshan for Quentin Johnson, sure. You're not dropping Charbonnet. That would be an absolute travesty and a mistake and a very, very bad move on your part. What are we doing on Instagram here? Start Mostert today, guys, says CMC. Thank you, CMAC, said CMC. CMAC, thank you. Appreciate that enlightening Instagram comment. Start Mostert. Turn back your dial. You better start a Mostert. Love Brees this week, says Shopkey. Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Get Brees.
Who doesn't love Brees? All right, Instagram. If you got any questions, I'm going to answer some Instagram questions. Start Pittman, Gabe Davis, Godwin. Give me, I guess, Pittman and Gabe Davis are really close. Coin toss close. Collins or Puka, give me Puka, but I love both. I start both. Try and find a way to start both. I love Collins this week. Aaron Jones, Rashad White. Give me Aaron Jones this bounce back week, baby. Thank you, Instagram. I appreciate you. We got 20, 30 people on Instagram popping in and out. We got 250 YouTubers in here. Let's take some phone calls, shall we? Call into the Christopher Smith phone line, also represented by Wheel Snipe City, because I couldn't take his name off after everything he did the other day. These guys are going to remain on the YouTube phone line. They represent the phone line. They own the phone line. You're calling into the Christopher Smith and Wheel Snipe City phone line. Mainly Christopher Smith, because he does hold the number right now, the record right now. But you're calling into their phone line. They keep their names on there until you bump them off.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Christopher Smith, $430 super chat, one YouTube show, and Wheel Snipe City, $310 in one show for the month. That's just for October, November. Okay, so if anybody drops a super chat that big on a single live stream, you will become the owner of the phone line. Dial into the show right now. Let's go. We got one more super chat here. Cooper Cup or Amari. I'm not sitting Cooper Cup, bro. Let's go over to TJ. TJ, you got 30 seconds, pal. Make it snappy. Don't crap the bed.
Hey, Smitty, should I start Keontae Ingram or Deonta Foreman this week?
Neither.
I know, it's gross.
There's nothing else? No Taysom Hill or some kind of Kincaid or any other option, my guy? Nothing? Come on.
It's my RB.
Dig deep. I guess Ingram.
Ingram.
I'm just throwing an answer out. Like, these are not good. I mean, Foreman. What are we thinking, guys? Can we get a vote? Can the Instagram vote Keontae Ingram or are we going with Foreman? I just don't know that I trust either one at all.
Right.
I guess I don't know. Maybe Foreman's safer, Ingram's higher risk, higher reward. I have no other way to answer that because I'd be forcing an answer and just acting like that's what I wanted. I'm just telling you the truth. Okay. Do you need risk but upside, or do you need safety? Ingram's higher risk, higher reward. Foreman's safer. He's safer to get you 3 or 4 points than Ingram is. Okay. All right, call back if you got another one. Will from Alabama, you got 30.
Yeah, it's been going on, Smitty.
What's
in
up?
The flex, Tim, full PPR. You say you like Ford. Do you like Ford over Wilson, Garrett Wilson?
Ford over Garrett Wilson. Quite honestly, that's a near even Steven type of move, my guy. I would say give me Garrett Wilson by a hair, but I do urge you to try to find a way to play Ford. But who's your other alternative to sit? Like, do you have somebody that you're not telling me that you could put on the bench? Can you move?
Mixon, at running back, I got Mixon in.
I put Garrett Wilson in. Let's ask the chat: Mixon or Ford? Ford or Mixon? Is anybody sitting Mixon for Ford? That's more of a debate to me, to be frank. And I'm not saying I don't like Mixon. I'm not saying Mixon can't do well. I'm not saying that the Bengals offense isn't humming, because it certainly is humming. It certainly is humming. But I don't know that this is something that I'm debating with Garrett Wilson. Let's see what the chat thinks. Trade Gibbs for HN, yes. I like HN more. What are we doing here? Mixon easily, says Elvis. Hybrid, says Mixon. Does anybody think they'd go Garrett Wilson over Ford? I think I'm going Garrett Wilson. Pick 2, Dotson, Dell, Watson, Henderson. I guess go Mixon. You're probably, unfortunately, somebody that can't use Ford this week. I don't hate Ford over Garrett Wilson, but I also don't think I could do that. I'm going to go Garrett Wilson.
I got one more. I got Hurts, and he going into a bye week, and the best chance for me to grab a quarterback that's out there is now, and the only guys I got to really drop is DeMarcado or Henderson or Darrell.
Drop DeMarcado, because DeMarcado's not even playing today, so who knows what his health status will be next week, so easily cut him. No problem. Plus, Connor's back, so. All right, bro.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, rock out. What's up, my guy? Hello.
Yeah. How are we feeling? Jets D or Cowboys D?
Jets D or Cowboys D? Probably Cowboys, because it's not like the Jets have a glorious matchup.
So they got Chargers and Dallas with Philly.
Yeah, I mean, neither one have a glorious matchup, so I'm going to go with the defense that just makes things happen.
So Dallas?
Yeah, I don't think I could sit Dallas. Not in that scenario. Could I sit Dallas? Yeah, but not in that scenario.
You're right.
No one's biting on JJ. I don't know what to tell you then, Eric. I would say, like, you just have to keep sending offers, especially every week you get closer to him coming back, more people will be willing to bite, but you got to send out massive amounts. You can't send out 3 offers. You got to send out like 4 offers to every team. If you play in Yahoo, it's got to cut you off on your amount of trade offers. When I play in a Yahoo league and I'm actively trading, it cuts me off. I can't even send any more trades. Rock out. What else you got real quick?
Dell or B-Rob?
I go Dotson, Ryan. Dell or B-Rob?
Junior.
I go Dell, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
That's a tough one, though, Rock out. All right, later, man. K Woods. Woods, you're up. Live. 30.
Superflex League, would you pick Tyler Haneke or Aiden O'Connell?
O'Connell, baby. O'Connell.
I have Adams too, so just stack them.
Stack. But stack doesn't, it maybe gives you more risk, if, let's say, O'Connell shots the bed. But I have a feeling that the Raiders are going to come out firing, bro. I just think that anybody that was able to capitalize on the go get Devontae Adams, and he was cheap, because not everybody's astute. Not everybody understands the shakeup is good. Some people are box score Bobbies and Excel sheet Erics, and they don't know what time it is. And they sat there and they go, oh, the Raiders fired their head coach, their GM, and now they're going to their backup quarterback. I'm a box score Bobby, and Adams is going downhill. And we're sitting here going, no. Adams to the moon. And he's the best buy low we've seen all year, probably. And he was free in some contexts. People were giving him away. In other contexts, people knew what time it was. So it just depended on the league you're in. But G-Money got him for practically free in a trade last night. So hopefully everybody capitalized on Adams. O'Connell, for me, anything could happen, bro. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
And go get him this week.
You think there's more risk starting O'Connell?
I mean, over Heineke? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, Heineke's not bad though. It's not horrible. Like there's worse situations. You could have. I don't know. You could have Mac Jones.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, Travis. All right, later, bro. Trust your gut though, because it's close enough, man. If your gut's screaming Heineke, look, Heineke. You know what? The one thing I'll say about Heineke before I confuse you and send you into Questionville, you're gonna just be questioning this even more than when you called. Is Heineke like Ryan Fitzpatrick can come into a game and inject something, but then as he's in there for a little while, it starts to tail off. You know, like when he first comes in his first game, it's exciting. So like, but I would just say you also have to deal with Arthur Smith, and so for that reason, I'm going to go with the exciting Pierce, new head coach. Adams says he'd run through a wall for his new coach. Look at this. Look at this report by Adams. I'm already ready. Double ready. He's doing the double readies. I'm already ready to run through a wall for that man. That to me speaks volumes. I
also had Bijan as a running back, so I was thinking the reason why I wanted to start Heineke was maybe throw the passing touchdown to Bijan, right? Drake's out.
What does that do? Can you explain to me what that does for you? Do you have a league? Do you have a league scoring where if your quarterback? No, but explain to me how that's advantageous to you. Do you have a scoring format where if your quarterback throws it to your running back, you get more points? Because I mean, it's still I know, but what I'm trying to emphasize is that that's not a thing. Hey, I want to start him so that I will him to throw a touchdown to my even if Heineke throws a touchdown pass to him, that doesn't mean that O'Connell's not going to throw a touchdown pass as well. It doesn't really matter. Who's going to score more points, O'Connell or Heineke? It has nothing to do with Bijan. You know, this whole notion of stacking from best ball, it gets carried over into redraft and it's overdone. It's fun, you know, like the Burrow and Chase stack is absolutely a blast. You know, O'Connell and Adams will be kind of fun this week if O'Connell does go nuts, but I'm going O'Connell, bro. You can do what you want, and I don't think your choice will be wrong. I lean O'Connell. I might be biasly in favor of him right now. All right, I appreciate you. Got to go, pal. Appreciate you, K Woods. All right, is that K Woods? Yeah, that was K Woods. Terrell, hit me with it real quick. I got to run.
How you doing, Smitty? So I got a question between Demario Douglas and Jordan Addison in PPR.
Okay.
Who would you start?
I'd probably say Addison by a hair, but there is some excitement for Pop. Pop Douglas is exciting. The wide receiver room is banged up. There's opportunity for sure. He should be starting in some dire spots, but I don't know that I'm sitting Addison, who's going to be like a safety net. He's going to he's going to get a lot of volume. You know, keep in mind that there are receivers that do well with bad quarterbacks. It happens all the time. Look at Garrett Wilson. He's still doing well. So Addison is an attractive play, even though he's watered down a little bit this week. Hey, real quickly, any weather real quick? Any weather concerns?
I didn't get a report together this week.
I
was ready for you.
What
you got it all together.
Our weatherman.
Finish him.
No, Smitty. I called it.
Call terminated.
Our own weatherman. Oscar, you're the final caller. You got 30 seconds.
Hey, Smitty. I was just calling in to see if I should start Dell over Puka with Stafford being out.
I wouldn't. I mean, anything can happen, bro, but I'm not sitting Puka, and I feel fine with it. If I mess up on that and Dell outscores him, so be it. Like, Dell had a bad game last week. He hasn't done anything really lately, so Puka, you can't sit Puka. Puka's going to probably be spoon-fed. But it doesn't mean he's going to have the same game. It's just, no. All right, later, bro.
Later.
All right, super chats here. Let me get these out of the way. This one here from Cooper Kupp or Amari. I'm not going to sit Cooper Kupp. I get the concern, but I'm not doing it. Deshaun Watson or Jordan Love. I'm going Jordan Love with Aaron Jones probably back. We believe to be full go this week. $5 hauler from Vaughn, 2 QB Love and Bryce Young, Brees, K9, Puka, AJ Brown, Kincaid, Hawkinson, Trey. trade Brees and Chase for Adams and Eckler. That's pretty dead even, man. I'd probably say give me the Brees and Chase side by a hair, but it's super close. That's like an even Steven trade. In fact, Chad, if you want to vote on this, would you rather have Brees Hall and Chase or Adams and Eckler? I'd probably say it's damn close, bro. It's like dead even. I'd be tempted to say, yeah, I don't know. Maybe the Adams and Eckler side's a tiny bit safer, but like the upside of Brees Hall is huge. It's just his offense that's kind of the concern, but that's the only thing. No one is biting on JJ. Gonna keep him. Okay, keep trying though, Eric. Appreciate you. JSN or Shaheed. I'm gonna go Shaheed for safety and JSN for high risk, high reward. Even though Shaheed's been consistently inconsistent. Dotson or Watson, I'm going to go probably Watson, but I do like Dotson a lot. You can't blame yourself if you get that wrong because they're two even Steven type moves. Got offered Adams for Addison. I would take Adams and run. Come on, Black Falcon. We've been saying all last 48 hours straight. Go get Adams on the cheap. You're smashing that trade. Take a lap for not accepting it without asking. And then take a lap, which we call a victory lap.
Got him.
Because you absolutely crushed it. Good job on that, bro. Good job on that trade. Fantastic job. Keontae Ingram or Hunt. Give me Hunt. Hunt's the safer play. And Bravo, appreciate you. Bravo dropping the $5 hauler. Have Goddard at tight end. Options are Kincaid, Watson, and Henderson, Dell Downs. I'd probably say Kincaid's your safest play. Watson's your higher risk, higher reward. Henderson's something in between. But if I had to pick one, I'd probably say, I don't know why, but I want to go Kincaid here. But it's a tough call. Kincaid probably, but Watson's really tough to sit. But I'd probably say Kincaid's your safe play. Flex, Watson, or Dell. I'm going to go Watson in that situation because Dell hasn't shown up either. So give me the guy that would have had 140 yards and 2 touchdowns. If you actually watched the game, you know that Watson was in a position to do really well, and it wasn't really his fault. Theo from Illinois, you got 30. Hello.
Is it wait?
What?
Would you do more or less than Jacob's 97.5 yards?
Total yards, I'd say higher.
Higher?
Yeah.
All right.
I appreciate you, Theo. Later, pal. Lee, you're welcome. You're welcome, Theo. Go to Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty. Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty. You're welcome, Theo. Go get your Underdog on. And drop, they'll double your first deposit up to $500 by just going on over to Underdog Fantasy using my code Smitty or that link I just dropped. Theo. Hello. Okay. See you later. Vamp. Drop Jordan Love for a defense. If Josh Allen's my starter, Jordan Love would be the best QB on the waiver wire by a little. I mean, if you got to put a defense in, I mean, I guess I would, yeah. But if I have to drop like a Roshan or something and it's redraft, I have to drop a backup tight end, maybe more than a backup quarterback. I probably do that because I think Jordan Love has a chance of bouncing back a little bit this week. Mighty says the chat is so helpful. Of course it is. This is the Fantasy Football Show chat. Yeah, buddy. Appreciate you. Dell or Trey McBride? I'm going to go probably Dell. Hopkins, lock, says Abe. Okay, appreciate you all. I'll see you all after the game. We do a recap at the end of the game. At the end of the games, maybe the end of the afternoon game. So like after the first morning slate and afternoon game, we'll be back here. Or I do it after the Sunday night game. It just kind of depends on what's going on. But I always do a recap after at least the end of the Sunday night game or the end of the afternoon game. So just keep an eye out for my YouTube channel. Maybe make sure your notifications are turned on. Hit that like button. D. Adams and Nico for Jacobson, Godwin, and Judy. Go get Adams, pal. It's a home run. It's a smash. It's a win a league move. See you all after the games. Good luck. Appreciate you. Go get Brees Hall.
Brees Hall is 8 foot tall. He will always answer the mother freaking call. Don't let him fall. In the third, don't stall. Just give Batman the freaking football.
He's Brees. He's Brees.
He does a hull of a job. A hull of a job. A hull of a job.
Brees Hall, please report to the moon.
He does a hell of a job.
Get Brees.